From Dignity Health Sports Park, welcome to the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Tonight, LA Galaxy 2 is home, taking on New Mexico United. Hello again, welcome. Joe Tutino here alongside Christian Miles. Thank you for joining us this evening. We hope this broadcast finds you well wherever you are picking us up tonight. Galaxy 2 coming into this match 9-11-4. That's 8th place in the Western Conference. New Mexico, pretty good at 10-5-8. 4th place in the West, Christian.
Yeah, big game, almost a six-pointer, if you will, as we head into that final third of the season. 7 points, 4 places, separating 4th place New Mexico and 8th place LA Galaxy 2. Two teams that don't come into this game very much on good form, trying to right the ship tonight. We'll look at New Mexico. It's a team that hasn't exactly been lighting it up offensively, but Nico Brett, their top goal scorer, was 7 on the campaign. He's been held goalless the last couple of games, but a guy that can score in bunches. He's got pace, can face up and go 1v1, and can get in behind opposing defenders and wreak havoc against opposing defenses. The other side of the coin, welcome back. Adam Saldana has seen a lot of time with the LA Galaxy senior team. He adds class, he adds composure, distribution as well. We know about his pedigree here at the USL Championship level. Now he makes his 7th game back from an off-season ankle injury. As he looks to get his way back to full fitness, he'll play that number 6 role and will be very important to the Galaxy, keeping their shape tonight.
Galaxy 2 also making some news this afternoon, signing midfielder Milos Nikolic, who is available and on the bench tonight. We'll see if he'll get some action. It is Galaxy 2 at home to New Mexico United. The starting lineups and first kick are coming up next.
What's stopping you? Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They won't just a show for you.
And remember, legends never die.
Hernandez, winning goal! 90th minute! Alvarez trying and looking the goal! Efrain Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history!
SKC, those are good games. Ball played inside, Gordo!
This is Robbie Keane from Landon, back to Donovan on his left foot, fires, he scores! 4-0 Galaxy. We welcome you back to Dignity Health Sports Park. The anthem has been played. The players will shake hands and get ready to go. Let's take a look at the first 11. First off, for the visitors, New Mexico United.
It will be a 3-back system with Ryden Swartz and the former Oregon State Beaver Will Seymour back there. Hamilton will be in that more of a holding role. The Ugandan Azira with Shugs playing wide and that veteran experience along with Christian Nava, the young teenager, making those runs down the right-hand side in support of Romario Williams, who is yet to open his goal-scoring account since rejoining this team. Up front, Nico Brett, we talked about him, and the hard-working, industrious presence of Chris Wehan is going to be relied upon. He'll tuck in just behind Brett as well as Williams and trying to play those through balls in and become the creative playmaker that New Mexico United are looking for.
And for LA Galaxy 2 here tonight, a couple of changes.
Yeah, it starts in goal. Richard Sanchez comes in for Eric Lopez, and we'll see Jalen Neal back in the center defense alongside Liam Doyle. That's been the first choice pairing throughout most of this season. Owen Lamb with Josh Drack providing the width on the right and left-hand side. Adam Saldana restoring some order in central midfield with Remy Cabral. and Adrian Gonzalez, but changes up top. Johnny Perez, an extra bit of class. He has an extra gear and a very high ceiling, has pace, and can score with either foot. And Axel Picasso making just his 14th appearance, its second start. He'll be flanked by the irrepressible Cameron Dunbar, who is having a sensational season.
No Preston Judd tonight, who is out due to yellow card accumulation, alongside Carlos Harvey, who get a chance to watch tonight with all of us.
Yeah, a little bit depleted. The Galaxy also trying to find their way after Hamza Berry decided to leave LA Galaxy 2 and sign for a Belgian club. We look at the other way it goes here for Zach Prince in New Mexico United, a team that's coming off back-to-back defeats against Sacramento Republic as well as Miami FC, only scoring 1 goal and allowing 5 in that process. So trying to stop the bleeding for a team that, you know, has a very good defensive record, usually difficult to break down. They're showing some adventure as of late. There will be space in behind with a 3-back setup. The question is, can the Galaxy attack that space and get in behind?
Galaxy will wear the white shirts with the blue trunks and the blue socks tonight, as New Mexico United comes in with the all gold with the black trim. As we're about ready to get underway, Mother Nature helping us out here. Looks like the monsoonal weather is now blown out, and we're normal summer in Southern California this evening. Ready to get this one underway. And Galaxy 2 looking for a little home cook in here to get back on the front foot, get things going. Waiting for our referee to get things underway on this one. And not having Preston Judd tonight is going to hurt a bit. He's been playing very well.
Yeah, he's had some disciplinary problems as well, and sitting out the second of a 2-game suspension. He's going to be a sorely missed presence with his 12 goals on the campaign. He adds that extra bit of class. And, you know, you throw in the likes of Michael Salazar, who's been out with injury. He's expected to play a role of some sort. Begins on the substitutes bench tonight. Things a little threadbare right now. The Galaxy trying to find that shape in midfield since the exit of Hamza Berry about 3.5 weeks ago. The question is, Adam Saldana will fill that role. He adds that bit of class, but a team still trying to find its best shape now amidst really tough conditions and changing personnel.
And at some point, Saldana will go back to the big club here very soon to help them out. He's been expected to be a regular with the senior side of the LA Galaxy, and Johnny Perez is knocking on that door as well, finding himself at least in selection for manager Greg Vanney. And our contest is underway as it'll come back defensively, collected by New Mexico. Launch long up the far side. Saldana on the first touch, back it goes to Sanchez. And Doyle back there directing traffic for the Galaxy back line. It'll come out the near side. Here's Drac. Able to go on forward to Cabral. Drac once again. Just clears it into midfield. Nowhere else to go here. Ball coming straight into the Galaxy defense. A nice job breaking this up for the moment. But tight quarters for the Galaxy along the near side. It'll find the touchline and out of play. This will be a throw-in for New Mexico United. Schwartz will take it.
And very important, Yohan Jame, I had a chance to catch up with him this morning. He says, you know, I want to be a little bit more assured at the back, and things looking a little bit discombobulated at times. So better organization. Don't want to concede those goals, which has kind of been a problem for the Galaxy as of late, letting in 2 in that 2-0 loss away to Loudoun United last Saturday. So a little extra class back there with Liam Doyle restored in that central defensive partnership with Jalen Neal. Those two have been rock solid. That will help that cause that much more.
Here's Seymour. Trying to switch it out the far side. Lamb will close the space as this ball comes loose, and here he is. Lamb was able to play it into Gonzalez. Nice move here on the right side. Push it into the offensive end. He's got Picasso at the top of the box. He'll put on the brakes, and back it goes. Johnny Perez. Doyle, first opportunity here for Galaxy 2 to mount some possession, get some rhythm going. They were pinned deep in their own end the first couple of minutes of this match.
It's an aggressive posture, adventurous, you could say, from a team on the road.
Drac. Back it goes to Neal. This will be a foul, free kick.
Came in a little bit late. Drac, a tricky prospect. reverting to his attacking instincts here, just slips around the likes of Nico Brett, just leaves a foot out there, no doubt about it. And late on the challenge, a little bit clumsy there from the Jamaican, who comes up the worse for wear, and I'm sure, if not a booking, a warning at least from the referee.
And he's still down here as the trainer comes out to take a look. So the Galaxy, right before our match tonight, announcing a new signing, a new midfielder here that we could see at some point this evening in Nikolic, a veteran.
Yeah, former Serbia under-17, Miloš Nikolic. He could play a defensive midfield role, the 23-year-old from Serbia, available as a substitute. He was a regular starter for his club in Serbia, Zarkovo. And that may be really the hole they're trying to fill with Hamza Berry going out. And Nikolic, I'm sure, might play a role tonight in that similar type of circumstance, perhaps in the same role or alongside the likes of an Adam Saldana. Wouldn't be surprised to see him get some time, and good to see Nico Brett coming off here.
And familiarity, well, Nikolic played alongside Dejan Jovic on the Serbian under-17 national team during the 2016 European U17 Championship.
Late challenge there from Brett. Fortunate. Referee, of course, taking notes, but showing a little bit of early match leniency.
So find its way out of play over the far side. Throw in here coming up. Suggs. Looking into the setting sun over the west side of the stadium here. Weehan, go ahead.
The industry of Weehan is really going to be important for this team. They've got pace and power with Williams and Brett up top.
Another collision here. This will be a foul against Drac. Free kick. So trying to find the rhythm in the early moments. These two fouls have slowed things down. Galaxy 2 is starting to find their way right before that. Owen Lamb. So come back to the goalkeeper. Parker outside his net.
A little experimentation tonight, too, from the Galaxy. Going with Axel Picasso as that false 9 up top. We've seen him play mostly in a wide role on the right-hand side, and a chance to flourish just in his second start of the season. Hasn't kicked on from that wonderful 2021 that he had last year.
We've seen him as a late sub here for the home matches that we've been able to do. And it's been a bit surprising that he hasn't been able to get quality minutes. And tonight, obviously, he gets that opportunity.
You know, with Preston Judd in such good form, and attacking spots have been hard to come by, but it does develop competition for spots on the team, and it's something you want if you're a head coach.
Williams will knock this one back to Brett. He'll send the cross in towards the top of the area, and the snap header will be wide from Nava. Goal kick here for Sanchez and Galaxy 2.
Take another look here, just a simple ball play back over the top. And no one picking him up. Nava with a header, not much in it in the end. So a high press right now, an aggressive front line and defensive posture from New Mexico United. In the Galaxy, play quicker and break it.
Here they come into the attack with numbers right down the middle. Gonzalez taking up the space. He'll lay it off to Perez. On his left foot, has a go at goal, and this will just go wide of that far post. Goal kick.
He's got that in his locker.
Not afraid to take the shot.
And he does have that in his locker. The power and the running of Adrian Gonzalez, Mr. Versatility, providing that attacking creative thrust right through the middle and sets it up nicely on the left-hand side. That one just wide by a smidge, but there you see the perfect chance for the LA Galaxy to get in behind those lines, break that press, and find that space and attack it.
So Parker with the goal kick here. Good opportunity there for Galaxy 2, their first of the evening.
It's going to be really important for not only the Galaxy to defend better, just show more composure. They want to come out and go a little bit of a higher press than what we've seen in recent weeks. But most important is to stay compact between the lines. Yohan Dame telling me, from back to front as well as side to side, he felt that there was too much space. We weren't connected in the opposition, and the attack was able to find that space and exploit it. Just trying to tighten things up throughout the team, back to front.
Dunbar earns this foul. Free kick here for Galaxy 2. Now, when you get yourself caught in an offensive end, you get yourself exposed in the back, especially when you want to play pretty football, aggressive football. If you forget about that defensive end, there's going to be acres of space behind you. Here's Saldana. Drac into the feet here of Dunbar. Back out it goes. Good ball movement here by Galaxy 2. Sanchez. Neal. Saldana. A lot of space here in the middle. This is an opportunity to get on forward for Drac. Closed down quickly. Good work there by Nava getting back. Now Drac on the near side. You got to work those triangles. Doyle this time.
Yeah, contrary to what we predicted and what we expected to see, a little bit of trickery here. It looks as though New Mexico going with 4 to the back when they're out of possession and dropping into 0 in that number 6 role with Swartz coming in at right fullback. And a good job of closing down the space. A lot of energy expended in the early stages.
Ryden. Here's Michael Azira. Ryden once again. Picasso puts on the press here. They'll have to square it on over. Seymour. Good job here by Galaxy 2, forcing it back onto the goalkeeper, Parker. He'll just lift it into midfield.
Good shape from the Galaxy. That's what they want, and they want it higher up inside the opposition half. And question 2 is, can they speed it up, their pace of play at a higher tempo in the attacking half? Is something that's been a little bit elusive so far this season.
This is promising as Dunbar has it on his right foot. He'll have a go at goal off the defender. It'll be a throw-in.
It's better, though.
Yep.
Starting to settle in here in the first 10 minutes. Winning it back. Just trying to weather that early storm as well, as New Mexico have come out with a lot of energy. Dunbar putting it on that right foot.
That was square off the forehead there as the defender goes down. Is being attended to now.
That's Caitlin Ryden, a 31-year-old. This is a real experienced team here, Joe. Classic youth versus experience. Ryden, you know, over 30 years of age, along with Seymour and Azira at 34. Yohan DeMay is just, you know, being in this position when you have a USL Championship team working in synchronization with an MLS team, you're always chopping and changing. Another look. Right into Ryden.
He's back on his feet, and that's good news. You'll have to come off, of course, for now. Hey, celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. Choose what you play with at www.selectsportamerica.com. Select, League's choice, player's choice. And they'll completely check him out, make sure he's ready to go and able to continue in this match.
And I'll put him down to 10 men temporarily. This is the makings of what could be a pretty fascinating tactical battle. And who can outwit each other? Match very much sitting up for the managers. Two of the younger tacticians in USL Championship.
Here's Cabral. He'll find the touchline. It'll be a throw-in back the other way. Everybody back at 11 aside. It's good to see Ryden back out there and okay. My early observations in the first 10 minutes is that New Mexico will sit back and try to force Galaxy 2 to work through them, and they'll try to get Galaxy 2 on transitions.
They've done well pressing high in the first 5 minutes when the Galaxy found themselves in possession. Defending well from the front.
Here's Nava playing this one into the Galaxy penalty area. Good job by Neal. So calm, Jalen Neal.
Yeah,
You're nervous. For a young player to be that calm, you get nervous for him. But if he's 36 years old, saying, oh, no problem. He's been doing this forever. Here's Perez now. He'll find Picasso, who is offside. Actually, no, the foul ahead of time. Free kick for Galaxy 2.
You were right, though, Joe. Axel Picasso in the offside position, but Perez foul preceding that offside infringement. Perez, this is what I meant by an extra gear. It gets in behind the line, turns that pace, then slows it up. Able to play with both feet. He's a special player. We saw him score that wonder goal against Chivas Guadalajara in that friendly a week and a half ago at SoFi Stadium. Kind of announcing himself to the American soccer scene from what we've known from watching him here throughout the last couple of years. A player that is multifaceted. He's an extra change of pace, but the technique, pretty complete attacker.
Much more comfortable on the right side than the left, even though he can play both sides. He could take the shot from here, and he has the leg to do it.
And the confidence.
Yep. This will be about 33 yards from goal, from where the wall is set up. Here is Perez on that left foot, plays it down low, right onto the goalkeeper, Parker.
Try to keep it low. Little unexpected trickery from Johnny Perez. I thought he was going to try and go for the goalkeeper's upper left side corner, but kept it low. Really no harm done for New Mexico. Galaxy settling into more rhythm of possession, starting to dominate the ball.
Here's Drac. He's got help with Gonzalez, decides to play it up the wing with Cabral. This will come on loose. Dunbar to clean this up, and he'll get the throw-in out of it. No, touched last by the Galaxy. Swartz able to play it in. Seymour all the way back to his goalkeeper, Parker. A lot of touches by the keeper. That's a good thing for the Galaxy. That means they're having to restart or they're in good sequences going forward. Another long ball out of the back, and the Galaxy cleanly push it back into midfield. Perez, almost got through for Cabral. He would have been off to the races. Azira. Seymour.
Really pushing their fullbacks high with Swartz coming up on this right-hand side. Suggs getting that width on the left, and it's really poor from Ryden.
Here comes Perez once again. He's got Cabral in the middle. Johnny doing it by himself. Maybe over-touching there. He had one quick opportunity to send Cabral into the area. I'm not sure he was looking up at that particular time. Seymour. Here's Swartz. Watch there by Dunbar. Good spacing here by Galaxy 2, forcing these long passes like this. Intercepted by Doyle. Gonzalez does well to play it into space. He'll run onto this. Keeping New Mexico chasing just a bit.
And the ground that Adrian Gonzalez covers is immense. And he's that all-action guy. He played a little right fullback, left fullback. A little aggressive that time from Romario Williams, bringing down Josh Drac. But nice to have that power and thrust and that running to work alongside a player that can play those balls through, whether it's a Taylor Davila and such. No question about the foul from Williams. Came in a little clumsily, a little overzealous.
A little turnover here. Brett able to play this one in towards center. The work on the left side here. Lamb defending on the play. Back out it goes as New Mexico gets numbers forward this time around. Ryden will restart with Seymour. And again, Ryden. Good tight blocks here from Galaxy 2.
And dropping into two banks of four. Putting Cabral up there with Johnny Perez.
Able to jump the pass. Nice job here by Drac, staying strong. He loses possession though as he lost his footing. Dunbar in to keep it alive, but no. Drac back on his feet, seems to be okay, but here comes Nava now for New Mexico. He puts on the brakes, no help, and out of play. A little miscommunication there, and the Galaxy will get possession back.
Yeah, he did all the hard work, the young teenager. A little over exuberant. Nipped in, won it, put together a good little run. Just a needless, careless giveaway. Interesting to see. We're seeing what we see normally here. The Galaxy dropping into a back three in possession, pushing Owen Lamb from that right back role in the center of midfield as usual, creating a little bit of an overload alongside Adam Saldana.
Cabral now getting forward. He's got Dunbar on the near side. Flag goes up though. Cameron knows he needs to do better with that one. That's an easy offside to stay off of in an onside position.
Lacked a little bit of discipline. It's been a common theme. Second time we've seen that here in the first 18 minutes.
But he's been playing a little bit removed on that left wing, allowing for more space for Cabral to make the run and Dunbar making the supporting run as opposed to a true winger.
And normally you've seen him in that 4-3-3. It is a little bit of a different wrinkle.
Swartz. Seymour this time around. Ahead, this will go Azira. Riding as they work the left side this time. Williams, watched there by Neal along that end line. Gets the cross away. Doyle does well to step out to clear it out. Picasso, Perez, and it found the touchline.
A good reading of the game there from Leon Doyle as Jalen Neal allows Romario Williams to the byline. Nothing too serious mounted by New Mexico, still looking for that first clear-cut opportunity. Same can be said of Los Angeles.
Here's Nava. Ryden, how compact Galaxy 2 is. Everybody back, no room between the lines, forcing New Mexico to go around, touchline to touchline and back and restart once again.
That's fine, that's what they want.
Good defensive posture. Hamilton into Williams, back out it goes. It'll come on to the near side for Nava. Dunbar defending on the play, back out once again, Azira.
Galaxy pushing that line as well, making that space. Really a rare commodity for New Mexico, not a lot of room to operate.
They'll try down the middle of the park. The Galaxy jump on this play, but can't break out. Saldana, but forces it back to midfield. Again, Seymour. Cabral presses him, and now trying to get down into Brett. Here comes New Mexico. This is a good opportunity now for the visitors. The return service from Williams. Cleared out, but Williams will keep it alive. He'll have a go from about 30 yards. That's blocked by Neal, and it comes back out to the near side, and Nava is there.
It's that steady hand once again of Liam Doyle, just keeping his cool, getting a foot in, read that well. But better here from New Mexico. Showing some patience in possession, looking for that little gap, that fissure in those two banks of four that the Galaxy have set up in.
Well, Williams decided he had to take somebody on down the middle and open things up. Now they'll work it on the wing once again. Suggs with that run. He'll keep it alive. Back out it goes. Good defensive play here by Lamb. Azira knocking into the area, looking for Nava, and flicked away by Drac. Dunbar just cleans it up, and a throw-in.
Smart clearance for Cameron Dunbar with an attacker on his back, pinned in inside his own defensive third. New Mexico enjoying a pretty good spell right about now.
Swartz with the long throw. Doyle cleanly gets it out. Cabral trying to settle as it comes down. Back into midfield. Seymour. And you're right, good sequence here from the visiting club, New Mexico.
And it's almost like who's going to blink first. Galaxy trying to keep their shape. Well, New Mexico are patiently prodding, trying to find the gaps.
This will be a foul against Drac. And I think New Mexico would have wanted the advantage on this particular play. Actually, the foul going the other way. So Galaxy get fortunate that time.
He just slips, and then didn't appear to be much in that, right in front of the assistant referee. And here's that higher press we're seeing from New Mexico.
It'll come ahead to Gonzalez. Back out to Jalen Neal. Saldana. He's to be able to turn away from this tackle. It comes back to Sanchez. He'll go near side of Drac. Again, back to Sanchez once again. Now Galaxy 2 playing themselves into some trouble right now, but not being able to clear this press, and they'll get the throw-in out of this, or free kick, I should say, as Cabral is brought down.
and trying to play through this press. And that's the decision. Sometimes the no-nonsense going up and over the top and playing that Route 1 direct ball is an answer. It's not really the in-vogue style these days, but...
Ask Manchester United.
Exactly.
Saldana. Here's Dunbar. Good ball in. Picasso able to come back out. Cabral will have a go at goal. Too much on that one. Goal kick.
That was a good interplay on the edge of the box. Cabral just leaning too far back and couldn't get his foot over it. Just a lovely little layout. Takes time, sets himself up on that right foot, has the space. Has to test the keeper at least. A little closer to the target. Interesting moving goal tonight here for Zach Prince, the head coach of New Mexico United, going with the likes of Ford Parker, getting his first start in 3 months in replacement of Alex Tambakis.
I'm okay with that shot. We're, what, 23 minutes in? It's been relatively tight at this point. Have a go at goal. This will be a foul against Doyle.
You know, it's funny. This is reflecting something that Johan Demey brought up to me in the course of conversation that we had this afternoon. He says that I liked our movement in the build-up, and I like the quality chances we're creating. We just want a little bit more decision, more decisive nature in that attacking third. It's got to be just a little bit better. That final action is something they've been missing.
Here's Suggs. He'll play it into the area. This is dangerous along the 6, back out looking for Williams, and he scores! And New Mexico takes the 1-0 lead here. The first opportunity to Williams was blocked, and then they got a second chance to clear it back to the top of the 6, and he hammered it home. 1-0 New Mexico right at 24 minutes.
Well, with a name like Romario, you know the goals were going to come. He's a little fortuitous here. The Galaxy charitable in there defending. Gets in behind Owen Lamb, takes a ping around. Sanchez can't control it. And Mario Williams, the first to react. His first goal of the campaign. New Mexico well on their way. I'd have to say it wasn't undeserved. A team that had settled into better spells of possession, and eventually it pays off.
1-0 here. We'll see how the young Galaxy 2 respond. Trailing in this one.
Good run down that left-hand side as well. Lamb will wish he had done a little bit better.
You said it well. It was ping-ponging around that 6-yard box, and Williams found it first and sent it home. Doyle. And again, New Mexico pressing a little bit higher. Here it comes to Cabral.
It's been problematic for LA. They've had a problem breaking this press. But when they have, they've been able to get in behind and attack that space and been dangerous. Just breaking that first couple of lines.
Here's Drac. Doyle once again. Gonzalez waits on this one. He's got Perez on the right side if he wants him. Lamb instead. And here's where the Galaxy, I think, need to decide on overloading either the right or the left side going forward. Doyle decides, you know what, I'll take the direct route right down the middle. Cabral.
Why not? Take the space, give it to him.
Perez this time around. Owen Lamb. And back out. Good patience. Nothing there. Keep possession. Restart once again.
Let's see how they react here. Is it going to be a positive reaction? The Galaxy have done well not to get their heads down when they've gone behind. They've been in this situation before, a little too often for their own liking, but they never got their heads down, kept a good positive outlook, able to fight their way back. There's plenty of resilience within this team.
Here's Gonzalez. And the Galaxy 2 having to play a little bit different. Normally you'll have Preston Judd leaning on those center backs, leaning on that offside line, tethering that from time to time. They're having to play a little in front of that now. They don't have that option with Picasso. It was a much different forward.
And they also don't have that hold-up play that,
right,
that Preston Judd provides and lets those players like Cabral and Dunbar play off of him. It's very much a different setup, a different complexion with that false 9 in Picasso.
Here's Azira able to play this one forward. It comes ahead. Hamilton out the left side. Suggs will get forward. A lot of room on the left wing now for New Mexico. Good cross down in. Romario to Brett, who tried to heel it back to the top of the box for maybe Nava making the late run, but the Galaxy are able to clear. Cabral, not the best option that time around with the outside of the right foot attempted pass.
And they've got him pinned in, don't they? Galaxy a little befuddled right now. Suggs having his way down that left-hand side again, beating Lamb for pace, putting in a probing ball, and just a little mix-up between Brett and Romario Williams.
Well, it looks like Owen's a bit on an island by himself out there, so when they do break up that left wing, he's got that whole side that he has to defend. He's not getting much help coming back. Here's Suggs. Hamilton. It's a bit better here. Is Galaxy 2 pressing a bit higher. Seymour. He'll send down the middle of the park. Nice job by Doyle getting on that ball. Sanchez reacting well and clearing that out over the far side. Otherwise, he could have had some trouble in his own penalty area with an on-running forward.
The first time we've seen Richard Sanchez going back to that 4-2 loss away to Colorado Springs when he led in 4, but he showed good awareness there. An awkward clearance and a bit of a misclear that time, you have to say, from Doyle. Put it right into the path of the attacker, and Sanchez coming out of his line, off of his line, out of the penalty area. Very well to extinguish the threat.
Swartz this time. Again, Doyle able to clear this one out. Second ball, Cabral. Now's the opportunity for Galaxy 2 to break out. Perez spins out of one tackle, tried to play this one forward. Again, a little bit late on his decision there, as it'll come ahead the other way. Williams onto the near side for Nava.
Thought the support a little late in arriving. Is Perez up there on his own, overloaded. It was a 1v3 for him. Is finding that quite often. And the Galaxy look to hit in transition. Credit to the energy, really, and how quick that New Mexico United are able to win this ball back when they do lose possession.
Nice job that time by Perez. Neal, he does well, shakes his defender and shakes a second one.
Really cool under fire, isn't he? I mean, yeah, player I wouldn't be surprised to see him play in a number 6 role. I think he could play it personally. He's got a great distribution. He's every bit the modern day central defender, Jalen Neal. Able to break it up. I thought he had a good showing, you know, in some recent outings for the senior team. Got in some good blocks against Chivas Guadalajara. Able to fit in on the right side of a back 3 or in a back 4 as well in central. But it's his distribution and his really coolness under fire that sets him apart.
Well, nothing at least outwardly that we see shakes him in his play. I'm sure he gets nervous out there, but we don't see it. Saldana, which I thought would be on the ball a little bit more here in this first half for Galaxy 2 to help balance them out and keep their shape.
They drop Williams in there along with Wien. He's had a 2v1 he's been facing, and it's been New Mexico really controlling much of the midfield.
Dunbar, this time into Gonzalez, who can't find the handle. It's cleared back out. It comes out to Williams. He'll play it on back for Nava. Dunbar closes this down for now, but then it's played into space, and Doyle is there. A little late there. Here's Williams. This is dangerous going forward. Hamilton, he put on the brakes, allowed for Galaxy 2 to get back defensively. They're set now. Swartz on the near side now. His cross towards the back post. Lamb able to clear it out, but not far enough. Suggs sends it back through. Good save by Sanchez.
Keeper gets down as well. Keeps it, takes a little sting out of this New Mexico approach as it's set up nicely for Suggs. Not the poor clear from Lamb. Had a chance to take a touch, but nothing too menacing to trouble Sanchez in goal.
Picasso. Here's Gonzalez. Drac now launches this ahead. Cabral trying to run onto it. Seymour defending. There'll be a foul against Cabral and a free kick. Hey, the reigning title holders visit in-state rivals as the USL on ESPN2 continues. Orange County SC looks for a late season surge against Sacramento Republic FC. That's on Sunday, September the 18th at 5 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN2.
Got to plan ahead.
Mark it on your calendar.
Already looking past Labor Day. Hard to believe. Next 10 games crucial. And, you know, we talked about 7 points, 4 places between these two. It has kind of that same feel that the match the LA Galaxy senior team had against Vancouver, vying for those playoff places.
They're all important from here on in.
Yeah, those intra-conference matchups. It's almost like a relegation, you know, spot 6-pointer you see in a lot of the European leagues are at the top of the table when they're looking for those spots in European or cup competition abroad.
Tell you what, you don't want any pit stops here because somebody will pass you by. Make sure you're gassed up and ready to go the rest of the way here, the final 10 games of the regular season to get into the playoffs, especially if you're in the group of, let's say, 7 to 12, right? And maybe 13, depending on which leagues we're talking about. Left vertical corner comes at the top of the area. Dunbar can't find it, kept alive by New Mexico. It'll come all the way back to midfield, allowing for Galaxy 2 to break out a bit.
That's where Galaxy have to play quicker out of transition. It's been a little slow to initiate that counterattack when they do win it back.
Well, they haven't, at this point, sent a player like Cabral or maybe Dunbar to challenge the center backs into space, or even Picasso for that matter. He's been stuck between the two center backs.
It's not his game, and he wants to tuck underneath and play those balls through, and that's what you give away when you play with a false nine like an Axel Picasso. Go with a little extra mobility, thinking if you can play quicker, you know, and kind of pull and twist and get in those gaps between those central defenders, but it hasn't quite come off yet.
If you guys are little jackrabbits, you got to be little jackrabbits, right?
Well, I think there's a disconnect too. I mean, Johan Zame was telling me, you know, he wanted a little bit more compactness between the lines. I think that front line, almost Cabral and Picasso, a little separated from the supporting midfield cast just behind them.
Here's Owen Lamb. He'll knock it back to Neal. They'll rebuild with Sanchez. Doyle in some trouble here. That needs to be quicker. It needs to get out, and it does this time around. Saldana, he'll find Cabral. Survey the situation, they'll restart again. Thought Gonzalez would be willing to take that ball and take it towards the right side. Instead, he pushed it back left. Neal.
New Mexico in that 4-2-4. Tough to break that front line. The Galaxy, though, with a chance here in behind there. And Cameron Dunbar's got to find a way to find this game. Just hasn't had the influence that you would expect.
Here's Owen Lamb. Nobody showing for him in central. It'll come on back to Gonzalez. Again, Drac on the near side. Dunbar needs to feed Cabral and does. Good ball back for Dunbar now on his right foot. Return service onto his left. Back across, and Owen Lamb missed an open net.
It's an absolute sitter that Owen Lamb misses at point blank range inside the 6-yard box. He has to score this. Excellent football on the delivery. Cabral, Dunbar, we said he had to get more involved. Great 1-2 there at the top with Picasso, and Lamb just sitting there about 3 yards off the closest defender. The goal was at his mercy. Hey, it happens at this level. It happens at high levels as well. But he'll want to have that one back. The Galaxy missing a golden opportunity to equalize. And this man, Ford Parker, really let off the hook.
Still 1-0 in favor of New Mexico. That equalizer missed by Galaxy 2. Maybe a lesson learned that at some point be more sure instead of lackadaisical in and around the penalty area and the 6-yard box for that matter.
Yeah, just one shot on target to their credit. I won't even get credit for that one. That was their best move of the entire match. Great understanding, and that's the advantage to have a player like Picasso able to drop off and play those little clever through balls with the movement of Dunbar. He paid off really well with everything except that final product.
Saldana in some trouble. We have to play it back defensively. Drac can't find it, and a throw in here for New Mexico. A little nervy right now defensively, building out of the back for Galaxy 2, especially off goal kicks.
Just simple lack of concentration. He just got it caught. And a basic error.
Swartz with this throw-in.
Liam, drop. Liam, drop. Josh, drop. Go side, Josh.
Williams.
Go cross. There it is. Josh.
Another throw.
Be aware, hey. Johnny, be aware. You have to, yeah. Adrian.
Williams, a big target. One of those opposing players like a Nico Brett able to play off of him.
No time. No cross.
This is promising here. Nice job clearing out by Gonzalez. However, New Mexico again on possession.
Credit there to Michael Azira, the big Ugandan, who's really cleaned up, tidied up well, playing that defensive midfield role tonight for New Mexico United. Impressed with him. He's kind of been the midfield marshal, organizing in front of his back three, his back four. Really play expansive though in possession, pushing their fullbacks high, and a lot of distance between the likes of Ryden and Will Seymour.
So come on back to Parker now. You see, and I look at that as an opportunity for Galaxy 2. That's what I look at that. I look at that as an opportunity for Galaxy 2 because if I'm going to weigh the speed between the two teams, if Galaxy 2 has the confidence to take advantage of the fact that they're pushing their fullbacks high and taking that space behind, those center backs are in trouble.
Absolutely, and there's such a big gap between Ryden and Seymour. And, you know, the Galaxy attackers not going to occupy the central defenders, but
this is crazy for Brett now. Good job by Sanchez. Another shot to goal, cleared by Doyle. A little emergency defending, and Sanchez with a good save keeps it a 1-0 in favor of New Mexico. But here, again on possession, the visiting club played into the area. Doyle with the clearance.
Galaxy really deep. Another look at this here. Good movement from New Mexico. It's put into the path of Nico Brett. Great save there from Sanchez, who gets up, did enough to just throw off the attacker in the coverage. Some last minute, 11th hour defending there is Liam Doyle able to make the clearance. You don't want to concede your second this close to halftime. Heads get down, you lose that belief a little bit.
Well, Galaxy 2 has been difficult to break down the middle, but when they are unlocked, they're in trouble. And that's happened a couple of times in this first half.
But back to the point we were discussing, though, when you see that space on the other end defensively for New Mexico, the Galaxy do have those players that are able to get into those spaces like Picasso and Dunbar, as well as Johnny Perez, who just haven't seen enough of that support for the trio of attackers to get in behind and do that and unhinge that defensive partnership back there.
Suggs tried to find Brett. So be settled. Saldana back to Neal. One times it forward to Doyle, able to play into space. Cabral trying to run onto this one. Kept alive by Swartz. He'll go right side, Nava. 42nd minute, Nava towards that end line. Plays it across. Doyle able to clear it. Nava another chance on this one. It'll come through. Own goal. Off of Owen Lamb, and New Mexico takes a 2-0 lead. That was a tough one on Lamb. He had nowhere to go.
Not the time you want to concede. And all credit to Christian Nava. New Mexico winning their individual battles. They've wanted it more. They've had more energy. They've been on top of LA in large stretches of this first half. The young teenager Nava dismantling the Galaxy back line here by himself. Drops that shoulder, heads for the byline, gets it back. after the clearance momentarily from Doyle, just fizzes one across. And unfortunately, right off of Owen Lamb, who couldn't react in time, but good things happen when you're able to get in behind that far into the byline for New Mexico United. Deserved, but once again, great individual play. They're winning their individual battles, and it's starting to show.
Difficult hole now at 0-2 for Galaxy 2. At this point, I think when you're at 43 minutes now, 42 and a half, you want to think about halftime, keeping this match in front of you and say, okay, still have an opportunity here. There's been a lot of good in terms of their shape, in terms of their possession at times. They have to do a little bit better building out of the back, a little quicker on the ball to unlock New Mexico and make them a bit uncomfortable, but hasn't been all bad. Here comes Gonzalez now for Galaxy 2. He's got Perez to his right. Lays it off to Johnny Perez. He'll run this down. Watch there by Suggs. Held up a bit. And that is going to be a throw-in for New Mexico.
That's when they've been at their best. Breaking quickly. The hard running of Gonzalez, just haven't seen enough of that. But when they're able to get those lines and play quicker in that attacking half, good things have happened.
Finish the sequence. Finish the sequence. It's kind of half circles, three-quarter circles, right?
But one thing we should pay homage to here is the movement defensively from New Mexico, able to close down that space, shift in unison, staying compact. They've really kept their lines tight. Well-organized outfit, impressive. You can see why they've got one of the best defensive records in the league.
Here's Dunbar. Able to shake one defender in Nava. Squares it across. Lamb has a clean look. Out to the right side instead to Perez. Watch there by Suggs. On his left foot. Has a go at goal and just over that far 90. Goal kick.
Much better. Johnny Perez really suits his strengths right there. Gets his feet sorted out. Squares up on Suggs. Puts it on that left foot. Lets it rip and just couldn't keep it down. Johnny Perez, 19 years of age, came on as a sub back in May against FC Dallas for his first taste of MLS action. He's one for the future, that is for sure, when they're keeping close tabs on Craig Vanny and the MLS senior team.
Here's Parker knocking into midfield. Remember the injury we had? That should give us a little bit of extra time here before break. Drac all the way back to Sanchez. Neal. Galaxy give it up, but they're fortunate to get it back here. Saldana. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Cabral this time. Dunbar makes the inside run. Cabral brought down. That's a foul. Swartz going to pick up a card here. Tactical foul for sure. And our second yellow of the half. Suggs got the first one in the 13th minute.
That was Cabral just facing up on him in open play. Ron Fuchs, the defender, just leaves a leg out and clips up the Frenchman. In the end, perhaps a wise decision, perhaps taking one for the team. Remy Cabral, that really an advantageous position for him, suiting his strengths as a player. Likes that open field, likes to work in transition, almost running downhill at opposing defenders. Just hasn't had a chance to really stretch those legs on frequent occasion this evening. A few things to tinker with for Yohan Domingue during his halftime team talk.
Just a little better ball movement. I think if Galaxy 2 can be quicker with their ball movement, they can unlock New Mexico and get their opportunities at goal. They are trying to beat them one-on-one too often, in my opinion.
And it's been ponderous, yeah, in those moments. They've been at their best when they've hit quickly, been decisive with Gonzalez covering ground, making those powerful runs. Able to play off, of course, Johnny Perez or even Picasso, but also Cameron Dunbar trying to get more of a foothold in this one.
And having said that, the runs off the ball need to be better to allow for those passes to develop. And I think at that point they become a little bit too stagnant, forcing, again, the one-on-one play. This will be a foul, free kick for Galaxy 2 and a yellow card.
Yeah, the tug on the top, the referee originally playing advantage, calling it back. Free kick here for Los Angeles.
Saldana, Drac. As we are approaching halftime in a hurry.
And Saldana just having a little bit of problems adjusting to the pace of the play tonight, I think, as well.
Here's Cabral. He's got nobody showing to him. It'll come back out to Saldana. He'll find the handle. Back out it goes to Cabral. Nowhere to go at the moment. All the way back to the midfield stripe. Doyle. Lamb here. He'll have to go around. Now he'll find Perez. And our referee will point to midfield, and that is the end of 45 minutes of play. And New Mexico has done what they've set out to do. He's put 2 on the board, 1 via an own goal, and Romario Williams opened the scoring for New Mexico in this contest. But I think the score, to me, it's a more even match than the score indicates.
Yeah, it's almost a false liar here. New Mexico United really not completely outplaying LA Galaxy 2 in the first 45 minutes. On the balance, the better team, I thought. They were more dangerous. They looked very good in terms of their defensive posture and really able to exploit the chances here, creating a lot of overloads. Very impressed with their organization. It's paid off. It's put LA on the back foot in a large stretches of this match. I think the Galaxy need to have a rethink of things here at the halftime. We'll see what comes up in the second half.
There's work to be done, but it is fixable. Right now it is New Mexico leading LA Galaxy 2 at the break by a count of 2-0.
SKC, those are good games. Ball played inside, Gordo!
This is Robbie Keane from Landon, back to Donovan on his left foot, fires, he scores! 4-0 Galaxy.
What's stopping you? Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They walk just to show for you.
And remember, legends never die.
Hernandez, winning goal. 19th minute. Alvarez trying and looking the goal. And Brian Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals. I'm on that routine.
Halftime here. It's been an entertaining match between Galaxy 2 and New Mexico United. The visiting club has taken a 2-0 lead into the locker room. They have been the better team to this point. Let's take a look at where everybody stands right now in this Western Conference. And New Mexico in 4th place, off to a very nice start at 10-5-8, 38 points. Galaxy 2 hovering around that playoff line right now, 9-11-4 at 31 points. They're in 8th place in the Western Conference. Work to be done, but when you're tethering that line, Christian, that becomes nervy.
Yeah, so important to really pick up points at this stage of the season. Remember, the top 7 making it into the USL Championship playoffs, so the Galaxy just 2 points adrift of that final spot.
Here's what's coming up right now in the storylines around Galaxy 2 and USL. You know, Cameron Dunbar has recorded a career-high 7 goals and 3 assists in 23 appearances for Galaxy 2 this season. A little quiet in the first half. I think we'll see a lot more of him in the second half. Johnny Perez had a couple of opportunities in the first half. 3 appearances with Galaxy 2. He's tallied 2 goals and 3 assists. And LA Galaxy Academy, 5 LA Galaxy Academy graduates are in the Galaxy 2 starting lineup tonight. Jalen Neal, Adam Saldana, Johnny Perez, Adrian Gonzalez, and of course, Cameron Dunbar. And that's when we talk about building from the roots.
Absolutely, a rich base of talent here, and some of those players actually starting to break through to the senior team. Busy night, of course, coming up this week. Wednesday, it'll be Charleston Battery hosting New Mexico United, Hartford at home to New York, El Paso Locomotive on the road to Pittsburgh, and San Antonio paying a visit to the Miami FC.
Right now here, Galaxy 2 having some work to be done. It is fixable for Yohan DeMay's club, but right now, New Mexico leading at the break, 2-0. More to come right after these words.
What's stopping you? Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They walk just to show up for you.
And remember, legends never die.
Winning goal! 90th minute! Alvarez trying and looking the goal! Efrain Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history!
SKC, those are good games. Ball played inside, Gordo!
This is Robbie Keane from Brandon, back to Donovan on his left foot, fires, he scores! 4-0 Galaxy. Halftime here in a match where we think Galaxy 2, if they play a little quicker, they'll be able to unlock New Mexico.
Yeah, the tempo just really hasn't suited their strengths, kind of playing with that false 9 of Picasso, Dunbar, as well as Johnny Perez on that right-hand side. They just haven't exerted the influence that you'd want them to have in it. Not really getting the attacking support as well, but yeah, Joe, it has to be quicker. They have to get that movement going to unsettle that New Mexico defense.
Now, they were able to hold on for a while, but they got overloaded in the midfield a bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing here, when you play with that front 3, you've got Nako Brett as well as Williams that we're seeing Wehan drop in support. Anytime the Galaxy able to win that ball back, Saldana's looking at an overload here, and he's often pinned in. Credit the energy and the shape here for New Mexico United. First to react, they're almost like a pack of wolves. They lose it, but they win it back in those high positions so very well.
Let's take a look at the highlights. That will kind of show you what we were talking about here as New Mexico put up 2 in the first half, but Galaxy 2 got things going early.
Yeah, they fired the opening salvo, put it on that left foot, found the space in behind. That's when they were effective. Then New Mexico started to settle into this one. This is kind of a sign of things to come. The width, here's that free kick that was kind of squandered by Johnny Perez, a strange decision. And then New Mexico would kick into high gear. This is great work here from Wehan, and the Galaxy just unable to clear their lines. Williams first to react to knock it in from close range, leaving Richard Sanchez really with no chance. to make it 1-0. Williams with his first goal of 2022 in a New Mexico United shirt. And then New Mexico would go from strength to strength. Owen Lamb doesn't clear. It sits up nicely for Shugs. I thought Richard Sanchez, who's been recalled after a 3-game absence, did really well. And these fleeting moments, nice interplay, and Dunbar tees it up on a platter for Owen Lamb, who misses an absolute sitter. And then the Galaxy really unable to clear their lines once again as it results in an own goal 3 minutes from halftime. Perez came close, but not close enough. Galaxy need a little bit more up front.
Going back to that opportunity for Owen Lamb right in front there, that was when the Galaxy trailed 1-0. That would have evened the match. That would have opened the match back up, taken the pressure off. Moments after that is when the own goal happened, and it became 2-0.
Yeah, and I thought that was the best move for the Galaxy, able to play those short balls through. Picasso kind of facilitating that at the top of the penalty area. Just haven't seen enough of that. I think it's been a little bit slow in transition. I think the line's a little disconnected from midfield to that front trio. I'm sure it's something that Yohan Demay will be addressing during his halftime team talk. Also, would be surprised to see a change of shape here and some changes coming up.
What would you like to see to start the second half?
Well, I'd like to see a little help here from Adam Saldana, because, as I mentioned, I think he's seeing several overloads at that back, and he's really caught in a 1v2, almost a 1v3 situation. Tough to exit and really play that first ball out. Now, when they have played that first ball out, as we saw in the first couple of moments releasing Dunbar here, it's been positive, it's been direct, able to see John Perez in open field. Cameron Dunbar able to use his pace and get in behind Swartz, but not too often enough. I think almost a double pivot might be able to suit this Galaxy team well, but we'll see how New Mexico adapts their posture here with that 2-goal lead away from home. Will they sit back a little bit more and free up more space for the Galaxy to operate? But it needs to be quicker in that attacking third, something Yohan Demay really wanted to see out of his team coming into this game. He hasn't gotten it in the first 45 minutes.
And having said that, New Mexico at this point, you say, hey, listen, what we did in the first half, we want to do more of in the second half. The pressure is all on Galaxy 2.
3 words: as you were. More of the same.
2-0 in favor of New Mexico United over LA Galaxy 2. The second half is coming up next.
SKC, those are good games. Ball played inside, Gordo!
This is Robbie Keane from Landon, back to Donovan on his left foot, fires, he scores! 4-0 Galaxy.
What's stopping you? Now is the time to act.
Esta gente te ama.
They walk just to show for you.
And remember, legends never die.
Winning goal! 19th minute! Alvarez trying his luck at the goal! And Brian Alvarez with an absolute stunner to silence the biggest crowd in MLS history!
Players making their way back onto the pitch. You see the referees there at about midfield. Both teams coming out of the tunnel now. And Jalen Neal sprinting towards the north end of Dignity Health Sports Park. Let's take a look at what's coming up for these clubs. First off, for New Mexico United, a busy time here. They'll take on Memphis, and then on the 20th, just 3 days later, against Monterey Bay at home. Both of those matches, they go on the road. Colorado Springs Switchbacks, not easy on the roads, especially, and then back at home on the 2nd of September against El Paso. One more time on the road at Rio Grande Valley FC on the 10th of September.
Yeah, 3 of their next 4 on home soil back in Albuquerque. They'd love to tuck 3 points in their back pocket on their way back to New Mexico tonight, but let's take a look at what's coming up here for the Galaxy. The rubber starting to hit the road. 10 games left, including tonight, and we look ahead next Saturday, taking on Charleston Battery here at Dignity Health Sports Park, traveling up north to pay a visit to former LA Galaxy head coach Frank Yallop and Monterey Bay, then returning home against Hartford, away to Orange County, and a tough one on the 18th of September here at Carson against El Paso Locomotive, one of the titans in the Western Conference.
Oh, that Orange County match won't be easy either. It's time to get things going here for Galaxy 2 if they want to muscle their way into the postseason. Axel Picasso will have the ball to start this second half. Galaxy 2 trucking out what looks to be the same lineup to start the match as we survey the pitch.
So we'll see, maybe a little change and a tweak in the way that defense looks. We're seeing Lamb inserted into the center there. It's something that really hasn't come off. They've been too separated, Lamb and Adam Saldana, to combine well enough.
They're breaking out into a 3-5-2.
Well, they like to play this way in possession, with going to a back three with Lamb kind of playing in that almost Joshua Kimmich role in the center of the park as a part of a double pivot, but it just hasn't come off it. I think it's been really difficult for them. We'll see if they can right the ship.
Second half underway as it'll come back to Saldana. Here's Jalen Neal. Ahead to Perez. Quickly pressured, he'll try to switch it over to the far side. Nice job on the part of Drac getting to this one, able to play it long. Looking for Dunbar, the flag is up. Offside against Galaxy 2.
About the third time we've seen that this evening. Dunbar guilty of it on his second occasion. Just mistimed his run. That's, you know, really a testament to the organization at the back for New Mexico. They keep a nice straight line. They're organized. They play a little higher than the Galaxy are used to seeing, and making that space difficult. Just got to find that timing just a little bit better. Play just a little shade quicker.
This will be lost down the middle of the park. Good battle here by Saldana, though, to get it away from Williams. Defensively, Doyle.
Really good play from Adam Saldana. Just out muscling and winning it back.
Good ball down the center of the park this time for Picasso. Flag stays down. Picasso trying to get into the area, pushed off the ball, and this one will go out of play for the goal kick.
So it's something we haven't seen enough of, those channels being run from Picasso, but you get a look at the brute strength of Will Samer, able to keep Picasso really at bay with ease. Good movement from Picasso, the 21-year-old from Mexico City. Just really hasn't found his place in this team in 2022. Change of management during the offseason, different approach.
He's been somewhat of a super sub in the past, and unfortunately the important minutes haven't been there. Tonight he's getting them. He hasn't seen the ball enough, and he's in a tough spot, having to replace Preston Judd as the target, or the number 9 for Galaxy 2, even though they're playing in a false 9, but it still creates that issue with him having to be matched up against a center back.
Yeah, things a little threadbare right now. Remember, it's Judd serving the second of a 2-match suspension, along with Carlos Harvey. We talked about Hamza Berry and his departure for Europe earlier in the game, and that's kind of, you know, led to a rejig of midfield. Roles, the shape is the same, but the personnel trying to fill those roles has been different, and it hasn't quite come off as it was with Berry in the lineup. Throwing the likes of Michael Salazar injured, it's really dealt them a blow.
Suggs will send this one on in. Doyle with the first touch, back into the 6 and pulled down by the goalkeeper Sanchez. Quickly plays this one forward ahead to Dunbar, able to run this one down, being closed. His shot on goal over the bar and out of play, but I think that's promising on the part of Dunbar, being direct to goal, and he was cut down on the angle, but good for him, he got the shot out.
As direct as it gets. Excellent distribution, by the way, from Richard Sanchez, and it's Dunbar just playing on the shoulder of Hamilton, the last defender. Nothing wrong with that, going right up the guts. And with New Mexico playing so high, there is that space in behind, and that is a little variation from Los Angeles that can perhaps give New Mexico something to think about.
Maybe a little more creative first touch to the inside shoulder of that center back would have opened things up. He would have run right past it and maybe give Dunbar the opportunity to run in on goal one-on-one with the goalkeeper. It's easy to say from all the way up here, though. This is easy for Sanchez, who'll collect. Saldana. Go ahead.
And Sanchez is very good tonight. He's bailed him out on a couple of occasions, some big saves. Not at fault in either goal.
Neal. This ball intercepted by Yazira. Head it goes to Brett, and a foul here off the ball, actually away from the play.
Yeah, referee once again playing advantage here. Just a little shove in the back of Yazira. Managed to get goal side of the LA Galaxy defender. Referee let it go as long as he could. Once again, we're seeing New Mexico first to their balls, more energy, winning their duels. A real sound, experienced, poised performance for the men from New Mexico tonight.
Imposing their strength on the young Galaxy side at the moment. Suggs sends into the area. This will bounce on through to the far side. Schwartz is there. And it'll find its way out of play for a throw in Galaxy 2.
Interesting decision there from Liam Doyle not to get ahead to it. Perhaps called off of it on that simple ball in. Now we see the Cardinals sin, letting that ball bounce inside the penalty area. Risky game to play, and the Galaxy once again feeling this high pressure from New Mexico. It has given them fits.
Well, they used to say playing across the top of your penalty area was a cardinal sin, but it's done all the time these days.
Often, as you said, at your peril. Case in point, Manchester United.
It's be a throw in here for New Mexico.
But, you know, Joe, you and I have talked about this over. You've got to have a real specific setup from back to front to play that type of style. Something put into vogue with Barcelona, perfected by Manchester City presently. Tough to do.
Well, the question is, at what level do you start it, and what level do you take your lumps? And I think from an MLS team standpoint, this would be that level where you start it and you keep building with it for the youngsters. This is a great job for Picasso, and he can't get the shot away as he's cleared off the ball. Galaxy 2 looking for the foul on Ryden, but that's not going to happen.
I like these gaps that Picasso's starting to find right now in between Seymour and Ryden. It's a risky game that Ryden's playing as he lets Picasso on that channel, comes in from behind, just gets a foot in. Well-timed tackle, nothing wrong with that. Good coverage, but that kind of mobility is something that the Galaxy are looking for more of in that final third.
Here's Ryden. That was a clean defensive play as we saw on the replay. Here comes New Mexico on the right side now. Good ball ahead to Williams. Working on Doyle. The shot blocked by Doyle. It'll come out the near side. Suggs. And obviously, as this match gets a little later and later, we'll see this go end to end as Galaxy 2 is looking to get into the match and pull at least one back and then look for the equalizer if possible. Schwartz into the area. Nice job by Sanchez.
I think it's been better. I was surprised we didn't see a change of shape at halftime, but I think the Galaxy have acquitted themselves nicely in the opening stages of the second half. Come in, ask some questions, try to be a little bit more direct.
It's a little bit late there on this one as we look at the replay once again.
Good claim there from Richard Sanchez.
Two 2-0 in favor of New Mexico with the throw-in. And going back to that pass by Cabral, it was just a little bit late. That's what we were talking about at halftime. If he lifts his head earlier, he can find Dunbar, who is tethering that offside line.
Yep, playing quicker in that final third. Here, that attacking half, very much the order of the day.
Suggs runs himself out of play there, I thought, but the far side AR says no, we continue. Gonzalez this time. He'll turn it back, look for some help. Lamb.
Look how quick they are to close it down when they lose possession. Nowhere for Gonzalez to run.
And I would argue you shouldn't be running there. You should lift your head and get that ball out.
And the Galaxy pinned in. Another facet of the modern game we see a lot. We call it what you want, a gegenpress, pressing in that final third. Something we see Liverpool Football Club do so well.
Ball stays in here. Here's Perez. He'll find Saldana. Onto the left side for Drac. Dunbar available. You'll have to check back for this ball. Back out it goes. Saldana one more time. Turns away from his defender. Now gets the pass away. Gonzalez is there. He's got some greenery in front of him. Able to take this up the right side. Gonzalez squares it towards the top of the area. It'll come on to Perez. Looking for his right foot. Plays it back out. Gonzalez one more time. And this one cleared by the defender out of play for a corner kick. A little calamity there for New Mexico, and they almost returned the favor on an own goal. Yeah, corner kick.
Great sequence here. It started with Saldana, who made this ball over to the right-hand side. Ends up with Lamb putting it into that danger area and putting this New Mexico team under uncharacteristic pressure. Much better from Los Angeles, able to play it quicker, and that first ball out from Saldana.
Cabral is there, Perez is there. The height advantage clearly in New Mexico's favor. Neal and Doyle are the players that have the best chance here for Galaxy 2. The short corner, cross to the top of the box, headed down, deflected it on the bicycle over the bar and out of play. And Dunbar was offside nonetheless.
They wouldn't have counted anyway, but it was pretty to watch. That one drawn up right off the training ground. It worked out nicely. No one picking up, I believe, Axel Picasso on the edge of the penalty box as the delivery is just flighted in. It's a good-looking ball. Poor marking here on the out. Hamilton forced to come out, and that leaves Dunbar all alone. He couldn't get it down quickly enough, but as we mentioned, just drifting behind that last defender in the offside position. Yohan Dame, as we mentioned, one of the younger tacticians, just 32 years of age. His counterpart just 34. Continuing his ongoing dialogue with the fourth official.
Parker will knock into midfield. Galaxy 2 coming out with possession, and unfortunately this will find its way out of play for the throw-in. And again, the bigger team, New Mexico, imposing their will onto the players, making it difficult for the younger, smaller Galaxy 2 players to execute, which means at some point you have to pull yourself off the contact and get that ball off your foot quicker.
And not just sheer physical strength, at times they bullied them.
Yes. Here's Suggs on the left side now. Lamb defending, puts it back onto his right foot, plays it into the six. Sanchez able to bring that one down.
But it hasn't come down to just sheer strength and without, football nous or soccer, awareness. It's a team that's really put out a lot of energy here. They closed down the space. I've been impressed with their defensive shape and their movement. They've kept it quicker. I think they've outworked LA, to be quite honest with you. They've created the overloads when necessary, making it difficult, pinning the Galaxy in, difficult to get out and break that first line for Los Angeles.
Here's Suggs. Wien. Back onto the left again for Suggs. Watch there by Perez. Early ball into the area. This will bounce on through, but kept alive by Schwartz. Back in this time. Brett's shot on goal, blocked by Doyle. Cabral brought down. That's a foul. It's a smart foul. Slows the Galaxy 2 down. They'll get back in a defensive posture. And a free kick.
Thought Josh Drac let off the hook here. Doesn't make the clearance. Falls fortuitously for New Mexico, resulting in the block from LA. It comes out. Cabral trying to exit on the counterattack is brought down. Balls like that, you've got to attack inside the penalty area. We saw one bounce on that simple ball in front of Doyle. Drac unable to clear here. Got to win those balls, attack them, be first to it. Something Mexico has done a great job of this evening.
Cabral settles this one back. Gonzalez back out the near side for Perez. Tries to play in the space, cleared away by Ryden.
Really like to see Cabral make that inside-out run there. Nothing afforded to Perez on that right-hand side as he was pinned. Plenty of space for Cabral to run into.
Throw in here for Galaxy 2. Hey, don't miss a minute of the action in 2022, whether your club is on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of the USL Championship on ESPN Plus, the home to the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Perez. This one a good ball in for Cabral, playing in for Dunbar. Parker read it well. Good job by the keeper, off his line quickly.
Yeah, much better. Awareness from Perez, a square for Cabral, movement from Cameron Dunbar. Well weighted. Credit the keeper. Ford Parker did really well. Nimble, quick off his line, decisive.
Owen Lamb able to win this one back. Knocks in for Perez, looking to settle, but pushed off the ball by Suggs. This is what I'm talking about in terms of the heavyweight against the lightweight. Not in terms of talent, in terms of size.
But better defensive commitment from Los Angeles, trying to close down. They've been almost casual at times when out of possession, but no doubt about the physical discrepancy between these two. An experienced veteran outfit. We talked about, you know, the amount of players over the age of 30. About 3 or 4 of them out there.
That'll be a foul against Galaxy 2. Not so sure about that one, but be careful, Cabral. Quickly, Williams with the restart. That's blown down by our referee. We'll do it again.
The referee's just going to have a word. Trying to keep control of this thing as he has a conversation with Sam Hamilton. Hamilton's done well tonight. A real versatile character, could, you know, play in a back 4 or a little higher up as a number 6. Versatility is something you need at this stage of the season when you face suspensions and injuries. Always got to have a plan B.
Good ball into the area. The snap header by Brett. Goal kick as it glances wide.
Not enough pressure on the ball from the Galaxy's liking. Plenty of time for them to deliver. Took a touch.
A lot of space here for Drac. And this is what I'm talking about, is that all that greenery that's available, they're taking it up, having to run 50 yards downfield. Nobody showing for the ball as opposed to get that ball off your foot quickly and get it ahead.
It's a waste of a good ball from Jalen Neal, and too many touches there from Drac, who got himself caught in possession.
Now this is a good pass on the near side for Gonzalez. He'll run onto it, get that cross away, the header to goal, score! Cameron Dunbar gets on the scoreboard, and Galaxy 2 are alive and kicking in the 62nd minute.
One of the smallest men in the pitch, a towering header with conviction, beautifully set up by Adrian Gonzalez, playing quicker in the final third. Cameron Dunbar with his 8th goal of the season, his 6th on the run of play. But when you play quick, one touch and simple, gaps open up. That is a brilliant finish as Dunbar gets across the defender, first to react, and places it perfectly right past Ford Parker.
No chance for the goalkeeper as he has to watch it go past him into the back of the net. During the replay, Remy Cabral leaves the match. Salazar comes on for Galaxy 2.
And they'll be very pleased with that, and that comes with increased tempo and more defensive commitment.
Good turnover here. Salazar trying to send Perez. It'll come on through to Johnny. Maybe another chance here for Dunbar. Not done well on the part of Seymour, and able to play it out the far side.
So Gonzalez coming in, and that changes things.
Here's Williams, though. It'll come on loose in the area. The flag stays down. The pass back and right into Doyle. Wien not comfortable enough to take the shot. Now trying to play it long for Salazar, and this is sent back to the goalkeeper. Suddenly this match is stretched out a bit. Nava. He'll take up the space towards the top of the area. Lets it go on the right side. The attempted cross deflected. Sanchez gets a piece of it. The other shot towards goal off of Neal. It's still alive in the Galaxy penalty area. That could have been a handball. I think it was. Nonetheless, it was a foul and a free kick for Galaxy 2. Quickly taken.
And the Galaxy just problems clearing their lines. Sanchez can't get enough on that punch. Doyle's header really not having any conviction on it as well. Dodge a bullet there. Swartz is bundling in.
So Picasso drops into the spot that is vacated by Cabral as we look at it now.
Yeah, he'll play just underneath with Salazar, that center forward position in that front trio, really.
It's a foul and another yellow card in New Mexico. I believe that's their 4th yellow of this match. And out comes the Galaxy training unit. Take a look.
And no doubt about it, Nava just coming in and cleaning out Owen Lamb. Christian Nava with his 6th booking of the season. Saldana actually just nipped in on, excuse me.
That was that right foot that came back, I think, that created that yellow card in the end. The scissored situation.
And it's a little late on the timing. Rash challenge. Credit Saldana first to it, gets that touch in. He's slowly coming back into that full fitness after such a great 2021 campaign when he broke into the first team. No doubt about his quality.
There's a long return time for him as that injury happened early in preseason.
It's always playing catch up when you miss preseason. Tough to integrate. Other players coming through the team and making a name for themselves makes it difficult to break through.
Here's Doyle. Gonzalez. Now Saldana a little in trouble there. Pickpocketed. That's going to be a foul, is it? Against Adam Saldana, it is, and a yellow card. And in this particular case, I think defensively, Saldana did a good job of earning that yellow card and breaking up the counter for New Mexico.
Yeah, he just played under pressure here, put in a difficult situation. His first touch gets away from him, and then a little bit of frustration as he comes in rather recklessly. And of Saldana, first booking of the night for LA.
Hey, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access, Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. More discussion here from our referee.
Just keep those cards in the pocket. Don't want this one to get out of hand.
Good.
It hasn't been bloodthirsty, but it's been contentious at times.
Well, we have 5 yellow cards in the match so far. Here's Suggs. Plays into the match, into the area, I should say, and cleared by Neal. So come all the way back for a 0. It's a good opportunity here for Galaxy 2, who have weathered this storm for much of the 67 minutes played. They pull themselves back into this one, and they still have over 20 minutes in order to get the equalizer and possibly get 2. And for that matter, I think New Mexico is saying they could also have enough time to reclaim a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I like the look, though, from Salazar coming in. Yohan Deme said, yeah, we've really missed him, especially in the continuing absence of Preston Judd. He provides that physical presence that they really haven't had tonight. So a different look for these New Mexico United defenders.
Dunbar. And a foul away from the play in the previous pass. No advantage there according to our referee, and the Galaxy will have the free kick. So Miklos Nikolic, we may see him here in the second half, but we are getting to a point with about 20 minutes to go. Looking for more goal-scoring opportunities from Perez, who scores! Kisses it off the far post, and we are tied at 2-2.
It's magic from a wonderful player who waves his wand. A brilliant piece of individual skill as Johnny Perez just slithers around the defenders, and that sweet left foot to the far post takes a kiss off the woodwork and beats Ford Parker. This is just quite magnificent. Perfect placement, excellent precision from a quality player who's really rising to the fore. Sensational goal from Johnny Perez.
Knocked a couple times in the first half. He got an opportunity here in the second half and connected. And we are now 2-2 and all to play for in the final 20 minutes and stoppage. Here's Suggs. In for Wien. Williams back in for Wien. Couple of collisions there. Suggs is offside as this ball comes on through to him. The flag goes up. Possession back to Galaxy 2.
A great response from New Mexico despite that flag going up against Suggs. It's always, they say, when you're most vulnerable after you've scored. The character of Los Angeles coming back from 2 goals down. These youngsters have dug deep, didn't get their heads down. And a credit to the belief that this team has as a whole, and the collective comes from the top down.
Here's Drac. He's got Salazar, drops on back. Close there. And a foul and a free kick back the other way. And I believe Salazar took a inadvertent knee to the head. Training unit will come on to take a look at him as well.
They can afford to lose him here. A guy they just got back from injury. Missed the last 3 games or so. And he was just coming into his own in the spring. Hamilton quick to close him down. Salazar just lunges out. Might have taken a boot to the head. The Belize international. He can play a variety of roles, and especially when you're without the likes of a Preston Judd. To lose a player like Salazar brings that physical dimension. That would be a massive blow, especially when you fought your way back. Your team's believing. They're on the front foot. They're right back in this game, and we've got ourselves a grandstand 20 minutes coming up.
And the young Galaxy side, you said that, just fought themselves back into the match. And the young club continued to fight to get themselves in this one after going down 0-2. In a match that maybe when they went to the locker room and said, hey, listen, you know, the score line here, they got an own goal from us that was just an unfortunate situation. And it should be a lot closer than it is. And they fought themselves back into this one. They're at 2-2 now. Looks like Taylor Davila is being called to the bench, and he'll be coming on in a moment.
I don't think it was a situation. It was almost a misnomer that scored halftime. Yes, New Mexico was the better team, and they were winning their individual battles, deserved leaders 2-0, but it was as if this LA Galaxy 2 team was actually played off the park. See another change coming up here now for New Mexico United as well.
Moreno coming on. He'll replace Romario Williams, who scored the first goal of the match for New Mexico.
Not too shabby when you can bring on a El Salvador international. Coming in as a number 10.
So just looking positionally at where Taylor Davila normally shows up, I would imagine he's going to spell Picasso or maybe Adam Saldana, to see, because he's gone 72 minutes and I'm not so sure fitness-wise he's ready to go 90.
Yeah, I would be surprised. Look for him to come in and like for like with Saldana coming off.
Good job here by Drac, winning this one back. Doyle. Here's Saldana, able to get this out towards midfield. This is promising for Galaxy 2. Perez now looking to send Salazar, who's got a break on goal. Salazar in on net, fires away, save. The rebound is loose and cleared towards the far side. Azira is there to take it out of harm's way.
Yeah, I really thought the move had gone. Saldana barely gets it out, but what a brilliant ball. And nicely played into the path as Perez just held it long enough, waited for the run of Salazar.
Good job by the goalkeeper coming off his line.
It started with that ball out from Saldana, and here's Perez just holding up that maturity, waits for that run on the inside out. Salazar trying to pick out that bottom corner. Good save from Ford Parker, but they're able to come directly and get in behind. Once again, the Galaxy looking very dangerous on the counterattack.
Here's Moreno now, able to play it out the far side. I'm not sure by the view of that replay if he squared that ball, if Dunbar would have been available to knock it home into an open net. I think Salazar at that point made the right decision to go to goal.
And he's being closed down, and he knew he didn't have the breakaway pace as he was being caught up to, but can't blame him in that situation, especially playing in that center forward position. But much better from Los Angeles. What a response we've seen from this team here about since the hour mark. I'm sure a stern talking to during their halftime discussions from head coach Yohan Demay.
Here's Wien. Moreno now. Wants the foul. The referee says no foul there, and the Galaxy are able to clear this ahead. Perez this time. He'll take it forward, takes a look up high, looking for Dunbar here. He'll take up the wing. He's got Picasso with him. Two defenders in trailing. He'll play it across to Dunbar, who has a good chance at goal here on his left foot. Looks back around trying to find Picasso, and it's cleared. Dunbar to keep it alive here. Good build up there from the Galaxy too. Owen Lamb. Perez, who tied this match up not long ago. Onto his right foot this time, trying to cut back to his left, still has it. Watched by two defenders now, needs a little help. Clears it back out. Saldana settles on over. The cross by Drac, just too much for Picasso, and Gonzalez can't keep it alive. Goal kick. That was a nice sequence though for G2.
They are running circles around New Mexico right now. They're playing quicker. We'll see a substitution for Davila on for Saldana as we expected. The slot into that number 6 role as that distributor. Davila could stroke it around the park, but you know, the Galaxy really finding their groove, finding their niche, hitting it quickly, playing 1-2 touch. It's wreaked havoc on New Mexico. So this is like for like, no change in the shape of this team with Davila coming in. Former Cal Berkeley Golden Bear. Saldana putting in a pretty good 75-minute shift. Get a pat on the back from head coach Yohan Demay and his assistants.
Working through to find his fitness now. He's healthy 100%, but now finding that game fitness, and you can see that that is part of the challenge right now for Adam Saldana. Although moments ago he had a good ball out to Johnny Perez that almost led to the lead goal for Galaxy 2.
And I think it was time to Saldana. You could see it in his play. He was starting to lag a little bit.
Here's Suggs now for New Mexico. Lamb defending the cross, deflects off the shoulder, comes back out. Perez. Ahead it goes. Picasso returning that service. Johnny taking it past the stripe. He's got Dunbar on the far side. Perez still on possession, gets away from one defender and right and plays it across, looking for Salazar. A bit too long there. He'll have to run it down. But again, Galaxy 2 looking very dangerous right now. Just that final pass is not there for now.
And I thought perhaps Perez might have held it too long on that preceding sequence for Dunbar. He's really put in some good deliveries. That time just a little too deep.
Again, Perez, a lot of space for him on the near side. Able to square it in for Davila. Back onto the right, Picasso. Owen Lamb. They've been working the right side all night long, Galaxy 2. Even in the first half, comfortable going to the right. Doyle able to shake his defender, take up the space. This time Dunbar. Two defenders around him. Back out it goes for Drac, who may have overrun the play. Good job by Owen Lamb, keeps this alive. Out to Perez once again.
And right there, you see the benefit of pushing Lamb into that central role. Creates that overload, nips in, intercepts, restores possession, keeps the Galaxy attack moving and on top of New Mexico.
Davila pings it on over to the near side. Perez able to play it forward. Gonzalez this time around. His shot towards goal. Parker able to haul that one in. And no rebound.
And perhaps some tired legs out there for New Mexico. They're getting them run ragged by these youngsters.
Kids able to take advantage of that. Take a look at it again.
Yeah, Gonzalez continues his charge. Runs in behind Suggs. Puts that ball into a teasing area. No one attacking the near post. And easy enough in the end for Parker in goal. Yeah, the Galaxy finding a lot of joy. You mentioned, Joe, rather correctly.
I think you have to ask yourself, if you're in Mexico, how do you want to handle this match now? You're 2-2 at the moment. You see that maybe, from a fitness standpoint, the younger team in LA Galaxy 2 now starting to show some life and having better advantage against you and having you chase the game a bit. How do you want to manage this game? Do you want to get the 3 points at this point, or do you want to take a point and get out of here?
Well, you haven't seen any changes with the exception
Right.
of Moreno and nothing at the back, so it's as you were with that, back 5 or 6. He might need a little freshening up.
Suggs is offside.
I think they let this one slip through their fingers. They were going to be crushed. They were in command in large stretches in the first half, up 2-0 at halftime. Had the Galaxy on the back foot, pinned in on that high press. Trying to maintain that level of exertion and energy is so difficult, especially at this stage of the season as we head into the final third. Throw a little travel and some hot summer heat in Southern California makes it a real big ask.
A little heavy off of Owen Lamb there. Suggs will come out with possession. Moreno able to usher this ball forward to Suggs. He's got Wien alongside. Brett at the top of the area. Onto the right side it goes. Here's the cross and right on through it'll go. Throw it.
Good movement on that right-hand side. The Galaxy very deep. No one closing down Weehan, who about 3 or 4 yards apace. Could have had a pop himself.
So one thing you talked about at halftime was the fact that Galaxy 2, as we look at this replay,
and plays it nicely right into the path of Swartz, who just squares it across, did the right thing. You get that second ran, that third man running there to attack on that late charge into the box.
You mentioned that Galaxy 2 was being overrun in midfield in the first half, and the adjustments, I think, by Yohan Demay, you found Johnny Perez coming more of a late runner as opposed to a winger on the right side, coming out of midfield a little bit more. You saw 4 players at midfield for Galaxy 2.
You know what's interesting about this is it's come about not just from a change of, it's not been a change of shape, it's been just more commitment, more urgency to win their individual battles, to match the energy of this New Mexico team. And they've been cleaner in possession.
Good ball by Salazar. Perez wide open here on that angle that he loves so much. He has a go at goal and it's blocked by Suggs. Corner kick here as that ball fell to his left foot. He looked up to that far post and Suggs closed it down just in the nick of time. Corner kick G2 here in the 82nd minute.
Johnny Perez, just another great performance tonight.
Here's Perez. Back post it goes Salazar. Knocks it in again, and Dunbar off the woodwork. And we continue. Lamb in some trouble with Sanchez. Little miscommunication there. Just get it away. And it comes on back to Parker. That could have been the lead goal there. 6 inches in.
Good delivery here from Perez, who goes to that far post. It's a header across from Salazar. And quick to react is Dunbar. Just really was going to be difficult to cut that angle with the defender there and the keeper right on top of it.
Substitution here now for New Mexico on this offside call.
This is a defensive switch now. This is what I mean. They're going with little fresh legs with Alexis Swahi, the Frenchman, coming in to replace Nava. And this is a change of shape. Nava, I thought he put in a pretty good performance tonight.
So
didn't see enough of him running at defenders, but lively, unhinged them a couple of times. And now you see they're going to shut up shop back here, trying to take the share of the points on the road, as Swahi will slot into what looks to be almost a back 5.
Jalen Neal now knocks it long. Salazar runs onto it. Gets a piece of this ball, now pushed to the ground. Was that a foul? A referee says no. The AR says no, and it's cleared towards midfield. Free kick here for Galaxy 2 at midfield. A little shove there from Brett.
It's tense out there. Galaxy smell the blood in the water. They have the belief.
Exciting game here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Tavola. Picasso has shown a bit of life here since having to be removed from that false 9 position. Able to do a little bit more in the midfield.
Yeah, experimentation. You gave it a try. Didn't quite come off. This is where he's more comfortable in a supporting role.
Be a foul off the ball. Suggs holding up on Perez. The old obstruction rule in play here.
New Mexico, they don't shy away from the physical element. That's how they want to play. Tall task for like of Suggs going against the fleet of foot. Johnny Perez, Galaxy bossing it now on top of New Mexico. Dominating possession on the ball. Cleaner in possession as well.
This is really good here.
More
Salazar
penetration.
a bit slow on that one. Yeah, Drac making that through ball run. Perez. Lamb. Again, Drac. This will come in for Dunbar. Onto the left side it goes. Promising for Picasso. Onto his right foot. Tries to play it on through, and it's blocked.
Oh, Picasso. Just really like to see him fizz one across the 6-yard box there. Took that extra touch.
Got to be careful here on the counterattack. Brett making the run. Neal trying to get back. He'll cut it back onto his right foot. Has a clean look. Nice job by Taylor. Davila gets in front of that one. End-to-end action here in the final 6 minutes and change as Perez knocks this one long. Trying to find Picasso. Seymour, I should say, will get on the second ball. And now we have some pushing and shoving going on. Here comes a yellow card. Axel Picasso will pick up that yellow. Second yellow for Galaxy 2 this match. 4 for New Mexico.
So much for shutting up shop, bringing on the likes of Swai. They went right down the throat of LA. You know, Jalen Neal might want to buy Taylor Davila some dinner tonight. Nico Brett, the first time we've seen Brett really have a meaningful contribution, gets in behind and overpowers Neal, but credit to the backtracking Davila to tidy up.
This will be a foul as Moreno is brought down.
It's rising, isn't it? The temperature's rising, 5 minutes left. They want it. Both want it.
Well, I think Galaxy 2 is realizing that they have a little bit more in the tank than the visitors.
I think they were overpowered at times, almost overawed. Now they know they can play with these guys. They can match them. Not in terms of raw physical strength, but in terms of ability and pace and movement and guile.
Suggs lobs this in, easy for Sanchez. He'll take his time now.
To expound on that, it's restored belief. This is a team, you can see it in their body language, the way they're playing. They're proactive on the front foot.
It's an easy foul there for Perez as he was grabbed on. Well, I think Galaxy 2 finally let the ball do the running. And when you do that, things open up for you.
It was, yeah, it's just, you know, overplay, whatever you want to call it, ponderous in possession. It wasn't quick enough, especially when they found themselves into attacking areas. They've cleaned it up and been more decisive in their ideas and their movements.
Here's Moreno now. This is promising for New Mexico. Neal defending on the play. A couple of step overs. Moreno trying to find his right foot. And Neal says, no thank you. We'll clear it back out.
That really is brilliant 1v1 defending from Jalen Neal against a player that's got all kinds of tricks and flicks in Moreno.
Seymour. We end now. 22 from goal. He'll play it onto the right side. Numbers forward here for New Mexico. Played down low in front. Brett with a chance. Trying to find his shot. Blocked there by Doyle and Neal. Still loose in the area as players go down. Ball bouncing around and Moreno over the bar and out. Goal kick.
And they're hanging on by a thread at both ends. Drac doesn't close the space down. Look at the space for Swartz to take a touch, a step forward. And Brett, how about the timing and the block from Liam Doyle? Helped out there by his buddy Jalen Neal. And then Moreno sits up for him, but couldn't get his foot over it. LA Galaxy 2 living dangerously at the back. They dodge a bullet. We'll see a switch here for both teams as Campbell's going to come on. And it will be Axel Picasso coming off, so a little more steel in midfield with Dante Campbell, who's played a variety of roles this season for LA Galaxy 2.
Bruce comes in on the right side defensively for New Mexico. Salazar almost found this one. Seymour is there. All the way back to his goalkeeper, Parker. 89 minutes in. We're tied at 2. Ryden.
Swartz, the man coming off, kind of taking up a similar role as Daniel Bruce, the Englishman.
This will be a foul on Campbell. I know New Mexico saying, man, we had the advantage right there. That was slowed down.
It is a difficult match to come into as a sub. Dante Campbell comes in. This match is hot. It's contentious. It's being played at a highly competitive level with, you know, players both going for the jugular. He's got to match his physical intensity to fit into the flow of this game. As dangerous as the Galaxy have been, they're flirting with disaster here.
Here's Azira knocking top of the area. Doyle tangled up a bit, trying to find possession on the shot to goal, and Sanchez will get the save here in the 90th minute. And I think for the Galaxy at this point, where we are in this match, and considering that New Mexico is starting to push and press for the winner, it's route one. As soon as you get the ball, direct out.
It is interesting. I thought the changes were a little late from New Mexico as Swahi's come in and shored things up at the back. New Mexico have gone from strength to strength.
Doyle, he'll take it direct. He's got Dunbar. There's the first pass out for Dunbar, who's got the advantage against Seymour here. Plays it into Salazar, side of the 6, can't get the shot away, it's saved. Here's Perez, saved by Parker. Just throw out that right fist and make the save. Corner kick, LA Galaxy 2.
Just a brilliant piece of play back to front from LA Galaxy 2. And sensational goalkeeping, equally so from Ford Parker here. It's played into the path for Salazar, takes a deflection, pings out, and it sits up sweetly on that magic left foot, but a death-defying save from Ford Parker to deny Johnny Perez of the winner.
3 minutes of stoppage time as this ball is dumped back into the area. Dunbar looking to settle. Should say that's Campbell on the far side. Watched by Hamilton. Drack now. Working on Bruce. No foul, says the referee. And this will be cleared back to midfield. Throw in. Ebbs and flows, and now G2 on the attack. Maybe looking for the game winner here in the closing moments. Just over 2 minutes to go.
You know, if there was enough stoppage time, or if this one was played another 10 minutes, there's a winner in it. It's one of those you don't want to end.
Throw in for Galaxy 2 again.
But a good game of soccer, though.
Good battle. Good battle.
And both have had their moments, made their mistakes. Great commitment, though, from both sides.
Lamb. Trying to find Campbell here. He wants the obstruction call. He's not going to get it. Referee was on the play, so was the AR.
And Suggs he's got to tread lightly here. He's already on a booking, and he raises that elbow a little high on Campbell, and that's what Campbell was appealing to the AR.
Go to ground then. Go to ground. Sell it a little bit better.
Yeah, and Suggs has got to come off here. He's feeling it. And they're not going to like this.
He's cramping up apparently. And he'll go off the pitch. And we'll continue from there. And now he walks back onto the pitch. So our referee's asking him to leave at the moment, so that should add a few seconds to this match.
He's got to come off. I mean,
right. He already came off the field to play, and now he went back on in order to kill the match off.
But the referee had not let him back on yet. He can argue as much as he wants.
Now here's the question I have for you. If you've left the field to play and you come back on, are you not delaying the match? Is that not a yellow card offense?
Technically, to the letter of the law, yes, it is. Because he wasn't allowed permission to come back on.
Right.
Initially. The referee had not indicated it, and that's what the ongoing debate was. It's some leniency. I think Suggs, you know, he's lucky to be on. I'd like to see that again on the replay, perhaps, and that incident with Campbell, but certainly in that moment, moments ago, and flirting with another booking, not just for time wasting, but also for dissent.
Final moments here of this one. We'll see how much time our referee is allowing. Owen Lamb pushes this ahead. Campbell on towards the near side. Again, Lamb. Perez looking for Campbell. Clear it out. And here's a yellow card to Campbell. And this most likely will take up the final moments of this one.
Yeah, reckless from Campbell, clearly late. No argument. And that's what I meant by matching the intensity. Just a little late in arriving. Dante Campbell introduced with about 3 or 4 minutes left. Third man booked tonight for Los Angeles.
Free kick here. Suahi will take it. And now he'll let go.
Oh, about a minute and a half over of the 3 minutes allotted.
Now remember what we were talking about 10 minutes to go. The question was, what does New Mexico want to do now at this point? Do they want to try to get out with a point or get them all? Final seconds here. Our referee throws his hands to the air, and that is it. They'll have to share the points on the night, but what a comeback for Galaxy 2, trailing 2-0 at the break, and they fight all the way back for a 2-2 draw, and you can arguably say, if it's not for Parker's incredible save right at the end, maybe a Galaxy 2 victory.
And also, I think this is a game that both of these two will feel that let slip through their fingers. Yes, the Galaxy did come back from 2 goals down. They were the better team in the second half. At one point, all over New Mexico, probing, picking, and pulling them apart. New Mexico United, though, credit a little change at the end and asked the questions, almost found the winner themselves, but all in all, you have to say, on the balance, through 90 minutes, a great game of football and a real good point for both sides.
You know, Yohan DeMay did not make any wholesale changes at halftime. We thought there was going to be changes at halftime, and he rolled out the same guys saying, no, I have confidence in you guys. And they grew into the match, and they were able to outplay New Mexico for large stretches of that second half to get a good point at home. You hate saying that when it's a home match, but getting a good point at home, this was one for Galaxy 2.
It might have been just a good old-fashioned tongue lashing here. Hey, guys, let's pick it up a little bit. The intensity picked up. They matched the energy of New Mexico, which I thought, quite frankly, was unmatched in the first 45 minutes. New Mexico United had the better of it on the balance of 45. Didn't play them off the park, but in terms of commitment, closing down, winning their duels, yes, New Mexico had the better of it in the first half. The second half, that battle was won by Los Angeles. They were able to get into behind, but the decisive nature in possession, it was quicker, more one touch. The Galaxy asked the questions. What a comeback.
And so as we put a bow on this one, it was New Mexico in the first half. Romario Williams opening up, making it 1-0, and then the own goal, making it 2-0 in favor of New Mexico at the break. In the second half, Galaxy 2 fight on back. Cameron Dunbar does it again, puts it in the back of the net, making it 2-1. Then Johnny Perez tied it up at 2-2. And they'll share the points on this night in a well-played match by both sides. For Christian Miles, I'm Joe Totino saying so long from Dignity Health Sports Park. Once again, the final score, New Mexico United 2, LA Galaxy 2 also. Easy for me to say. Good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.